Hello everyone, this is Charting Man Dan. We're doing a trade review video for last week, which was the last week of the 2015 trading year. So we are looking at DGAZ and natural gas here. I've zoomed back the chart. So we're looking at, this is the day before our entry. So we're seeing what I was looking at the night before scouting out this play. So we saw a sell-off in natural gas. This is DGAZ here. And we saw two gap down opens. So I see the close near the low of the day. I see high increased volume and two gap downs. So I'm telling myself, I bet we see a third gap down tomorrow, which is a bullish reversal pattern. So I'm going to start watching DGAZ and natural gas to see if I can get in on some of this bounce. So this is what the DGAZ chart looked like. Looking at natural gas, it was exploding to the upside. We had two gap ups in a row. We had a big spike in volume and a close near the high of the day, same thing. I'm anticipating a third gap up, which is a bearish reversal candlestick, and we'll be watching for where resistance is hit and when we start seeing some pullback. So let's then zoom to the next trading day. So here's looking at DGAZ on the next day. We had the gap down open we were looking for. So that was the third gap down bullish reversal pattern and had us scouting for entry on that day if we would see a bullish reversal candlestick as well. And that is what we were anticipating. So we waited until the low was hit. We saw an uptrend start to form. As soon as this 20-period moving average turned into support, that is when we made our entry. I believe my entry was 12.55 to be exact. So then we saw an increase in bullish volume. Some higher highs were set. New high of the day. And then we consolidated, holding the 20-period moving average support. So all things were looking good at our entry point. We were able to set our stop losses comfortably. I set mine just under the low of the day, because I knew even if we did drop back a little bit, we would still have that bullish reversal pattern. So we did end up losing the 20-period moving average support and setting some lower lows, but we did not break the low of the day. We hit a low of 12.31, and then we started an uptrend from there, and we closed the end of the day bullish up at the high of the day. So that was a great sign. Looking into the next day, I usually don't do swing trades. I like having all cash as a position at the end of the trading day, but with the setup that DGAZ had, I just had to hold it overnight. As I said to members, the chart was screaming at me, so I listened and held overnight, and we will see on the daily chart what shaped up for that trading day and the following trading day with the gap up that we did see for DGAZ. So here's looking at how that day shaped up on the daily chart. We had the gap down, we found the low support, and then we closed up near the high of the day. And the volume, note the volume, oftentimes at the top of an uptrend or the bottom of a downtrend, we will see a volume climax, which signals a reversal in the trend, and that's exactly what happened here. So we closed near the high of the day, we saw the gap up, and a nice bullish move by natural gas. Most of us sold our shares just under $15 or just above it, so we had a really nice exit point there once the chart started pulling back, and we saw that natural gas was going to have a bounce. We had many members jump right back into UGAZ at that point because of the bearish candlestick we saw here for DGAZ. And let's look at how natural gas shaped up. On the day when we entered the trade, we had the long upper wick rejected from the upper Bollinger Band resistance. Pretty much an inverted hammer here, so that had us looking for a red candlestick to confirm it. We sold our shares here when natural gas was near the 50-day moving average support, and it did end up bouncing off of that support nicely and indicating that there might be some upside because the bulls did buy that dip. So UGAZ was played next, but that is what we were looking at for DGAZ. All the signals on the chart were showing us that the bounce was setting up. We had the third gap down, high volume, close near the high of the day, and on the weekly chart, the low for natural gas or for DGAZ here bounced right off of the middle Bollinger Band on the weekly chart. So that was another factor that led us to believe we'd see some upside, and that is how it played out. So if you have any questions about the trade, feel free to ask me, and I hope this can help in future usage.